As predicted, it was a total waste of time coming here.
It's supposed to be pretty scenic.
Last week we took a campervan trip out of Tokyo and we learned a lot about van travel in Japan. This week we're continuing our journey, but we're on a different island and we're in a different van. So this week we're going to explore Kyushu and we're leaving from the city of Fukuoka in a van from Samurai Campers. They're a company that operates throughout Japan. They've also got bases in Osaka and in Tokyo.
We are flying from Tokyo's Haneda Airport to the stylish southern city of Fukuoka, the gateway to Kyushu. From the Fukuoka Airport, it's a train ride out to the Samurai Campers Depot west of the city. From the station, we picked up by the Samurai Campers team. Samurai have a variety of camper vans for hire, including large high-roof vans, super mini K vans, and modern medium-sized vans like the one we are grabbing. After a bit of paperwork and van orientation, we are off. Immediately, the drive to rural Kyushu is stunning.
It may feel like we're miles from anywhere, far from civilization, but in Japan you're never too far away from a 7-Eleven and a half-decent coffee.
Michi-no-Ekis, the roadside rest stops, also offer a great option for grabbing some snacks on the go like this fresh onigiri.
Just started our trip, but already noticing a few differences between the scenery here and in Honshu where we've been. It's definitely a lot more lush and green in this area, a lot less densely populated. From Lake Bairin, we're following the Tsuetate River south to the Onsen village of Kurokawa. So our destination today is Kurokawa. Kurokawa is an onsen town. It's one of many in Kyushu, which is known for its onsen. But we've chosen this one over some of the more famous ones in the hopes that it's a bit smaller and perhaps a little bit more traditional. But before we get there, we're going to make a little detour to Nabegataki, a waterfall just outside the town.
Just a short walk from the car park, this hidden gem is totally worth the small detour and the 300 yen entry fee.
Back in the car, we continue on the last little bit to Kurokawa Onsen.
After a day of driving through Kyushu's lush mountains and rivers, we roll into one of Japan's most charming and atmospheric hot spring towns. This place feels like stepping into a postcard. Narrow lanes, wooden ryokuns, and steam curling into the mountain air.
We're not staying in a traditional inn this time, but we're still soaking it all in before we head for camp.
We just left the Kurokawa Onsen, and it is an absolutely stunning little onsen town with lots of ryokuns and these specialty shops where you can buy heaps of nice treats. So we picked up some local beer, rice cakes, and hot spring bean jam buns. How was it?
Pretty good. Good enough.
After our brief stop in Kurokawa, we are making our way to a nearby auto camp. The auto camps in Japan are a great option for overnight stays with toilets, showers, electricity, and the one we're heading to even has an outdoor onsen. Hopefully they are open in the winter.
So the auto camping is definitely closed. So I guess we're going to head back to the nearest town, which has a Michi-no-Eki where we can stay for the night.
We struck out with the auto camp, but luckily in Japan, you're never far from a Michi-no-Eki. This is the Michi-no-Eki in Aguni. We got in just before sundown. It's a really nice roadside station. It's got beautiful clean toilets. It's got rubbish bins. It's on a lovely river and it's right next to a supermarket. We've packed down the van into night mode. We've set the bed up and we're just about ready to hit the hay. We're just going to heat up some gyoza to go along with the sushi we picked up from the supermarket next door and a couple of the beers that we got in Kurokawa Onsen. And then it'll be pretty much lights out. Early night, we'll hit the ground running tomorrow morning. It's a dreary morning as we prepare to set off on the second day of our Kyushu road trip. We're leaving our really nice Michi-no-Eki behind in Aguni, and we're headed this morning for Mount Aso. And Mount Aso is the biggest active volcano in Japan. It's supposed to be really impressive, but you need a couple of things to happen to be able to see it. First, you need good weather, because if it's cloudy, then you're not going to see much at the top. And the second thing, you need it to be open. So they close the gate to Mount Aso when the volcano is too active and it's releasing too much gas. Today, neither of those things have happened. So the gate is closed and it's obviously really cloudy. So it's unfortunate we're not likely to see too much of the volcano, but our route takes us past it anyway, so we're going to drive by and see what we can see.
As predicted, it was a total waste of time coming here. We got a little bit of blue skies on the way here, so we thought we might get lucky, but nothing. That's supposed to be Mount Aso, which is supposed to resemble a resting Buddha.
So just imagine.
You can put a Buddha over my shoulder.
Okay.
Resting Buddha.
Despite not being able to see Mount Aso, the surrounding countryside is beautiful, especially in the mist. So although we can't get a glimpse of the top of Aso, we're going to take a trip through the national park at the base of the volcano. It's supposed to be pretty scenic, so we'll make a couple of stops along the way. There are plenty of notable stops along the route around Mount Aso, including short walks, waterfalls, and shrines. We're headed back now towards Kumomoto, and we've just pulled in at a Michi-no-Eki just on the outskirts of the city. We're going to park up here, we're going to feed Nora, and then we're also going to grab our own lunch here. The specialty here is beef, so we're going to try some of that. Although beef is available directly from the vending machine and the on-site farmers market, we elect to try the yakiniku restaurant, which means we can grill our own meat at our table. So that was pretty good. Back home, lunch from the roadside station is usually pretty grim, pretty suspect, greasy affair, but for about $15 each, we got really nice local meat and veg and rice. Now we're on to our next stop, possibly our final stop for the day. We didn't get our onsen yesterday. We were banking on an onsen being part of the campsite we were headed for, but obviously the campsite was closed. So we found another onsen out toward Kumomoto, where we're going to see if we can get a bath this afternoon because it's starting to feel a little bit gross.
Onsens can be found throughout Kyushu. Most are public bathing houses separated by gender, but a few onsens offer private family baths where the whole family can bathe together. Depending on where you are, entry to the onsen can cost anywhere from 200 yen for small local baths to upwards of 2,000 yen in tourist areas. It's a lovely way to get a bath and relax on a road trip through the Japanese countryside.
Our final stop today is a Michi-no-Eki in Yamaga, northeast of Kumomoto. In addition to toilets, a farmers markets, and even a public onsen, this roadside station has a beautiful park beside it, complete with iconic koi fish and a local heron. We've just pulled into our Michi-no-Eki for the evening. The van's still set up in day mode, so it's a good opportunity for a quick walkthrough. This van is from Samurai Campers. Most of their fleet focuses on Japanese style van, which means minimalist and compact. And this one's no exception. So let's do a quick tour. We'll start behind me in the kitchen. You've got a sink which has running water once I turn on the water pump, super handy, and then a basic camp stove. Some models have a microwave and a refrigerator. This one doesn't, so we're a bit reliant on the convenience stores and supermarkets along the way. Luckily in Japan, you're never very far from one. Moving into the back, you got heaps of seating in daytime mode. Under the seats, there's plenty of storage. The electrical setup is pretty impressive. So well over 400, almost 500 amp hours of battery, and that's more than enough to power your cabin lights, which include a pretty impressive feature light. You've also got an inverter, which means there's a couple of power points in the van where you can plug in bigger devices like your computers. Moving toward the back of the van, there's even an air conditioning unit. Absolute game changer if you're traveling in summer, and a heating unit. The Webasto runs on fuel from the car, it doesn't use any battery, and is very efficient. You've seen the van in night mode, so this thing all folds down into a bed. Obviously plenty of windows, plenty of light coming into the van, and lots of shades to keep it dark and private after hours. So a pretty impressive setup for such a small van, and we've been very comfortable in it. Perfect for short trips, short tours around Japan. If you're looking for something very mobile, very compact, very minimalist, Samurai Campers, very impressive vans.
Bang your face on something?
Just about to head out. We've had a quick brekkie. We've packed the van down for the last time because today we're actually heading back to Fukuoka to give back the van. Before we do, we're going to make one last stop. We're going to stop at a place called Yanagawa, and it's a little town known for its unagi restaurants. Unagi is Japanese eel. Some of them have been going for like 300 years. So we're going to try to find somewhere really traditional to eat lunch before we head back and hand over the keys.
Yanagawa is also known for its canals, and many tourists come to take boat rides through the canals. We are headed here for the eel.
This regional specialty of steamed freshwater eel in a slightly sweet and salty sauce is delicate and delicious. Completely satisfied, we're ready to make the final drive back to Fukuoka. And it's time for Kelly's favourite part of any trip, finalising the budget.
So you're probably wondering how much a trip like this costs. We spent about 5,000 yen a day on food, drink, and snacks, which we mostly bought from convenience stores and supermarkets. And then we spent another 10,000 yen eating out 2 lunches. In terms of fuel costs, we spent about 9,300 yen, and that took us about 350 kilometers. We didn't spend anything on tolls or parking, but if you were going to go on toll roads, you can expect to spend about 1,000 to 2,000 yen for every hour you're on the toll, and paid parking is usually between 300 and 500 yen. In terms of camping, well, we struck out there, so we spent 2 nights at Michi-no-Eki's, but we did visit a private onsen, which cost 1,700 yen. All in all, it cost about 35,000 yen for 3 days traveling Kyushu, and that's roughly about 250 USD. That doesn't include the camper van. So if you were going to hire a camper van similar to this one, it would cost about 75 USD a day, and that's with Samurai Campers. So overall, really affordable way to travel Kyushu and see some of the lesser known sites.
That's it. We're headed back to Fukuoka to hand back the van. It's been an awesome, albeit brief trip. We've obviously barely scratched the surface of what Kyushu has to offer, but the bits we have seen have been really, really fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the video too, but if there's any questions you have that we didn't answer, make sure you drop us a comment. And if you enjoyed the video or you found it helpful, please give us a like and a subscribe.